그치. 자, 호그와트 레거시 어제에 이어서 계속 진행을 해볼게요. 오늘도 이제 나가가 올 때까지 계속 진행을 하고요. 지금은 밤에만 하고 있는데 이미 짱아가 어느 정도 밤잠을 자기 때문에 사실 짱아가 깰 때까지 하는 건 크게 의미가 없거든요. 하지만 좀 낮에 기회가 되면은 낮에 짱아를 눕히고 하는 식으로 진행을 해볼게요. 그러면은 아마 1시간에서 2시간 사이에 어떤 타임어택이 돼서 좀 더 재밌게 할 수 있을 거예요.
Revelio.
또롱또롱한데 수업에 같은 또롱또롱하는 거 또롱또롱 모르겠다. 비행 수업에 힘이 되면 할 수 있나 봐요. 여기서 잤어. 안 꼈어.
Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Hello.
The goal of today
여기는
is to remind all of you
비행
how to
수업은
maneuver on a broomstick
애들이
safely,
되게 밝아요.
as
재밌나 봐.
broom flight is
인기
first
있는
and foremost
수업인가
a
봐요.
means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you
챕터에서는
have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu.
이름이 약간
Not a fan, I take it?
일본계 이름인가 했더니
Let's see
이제
how well everyone
이
kept up with their
세계관에서는
practice over the summer
뭐
holidays.
이게 뭐라고
For
해야
those
되지?
who need a refresher, step
되게
up to
국가관이
your
오픈이 돼
broom,
있는
say up,
거봐요.
firmly
마법사
and clearly,
세계관에서는.
then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up. Thank you. Now, your turn. Up, up.
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
액션 뜨지 않을까?
Up.
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off.
지금 날씨가 비가 오네요. 그래서 얼굴에 저렇게 비가 묻었구나. 원래 이 이벤트 할 때 비가 오나? 아니면은
And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first
WAS
lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard.
스페이스라는
Do
기도갑니다.
take care. The brooms are school property. I want them returned in one piece.
This is brilliant.
조종은 굉장히 쉬운 편이에요. 그냥 WASD로 이렇게 평면에서 이동할 수 있고
I think I'm
그냥
getting the hang of
위아래가
this.
있다고 생각하면 돼요. GTA처럼 어렵진 않아. GTA는 어떤 비행기의 느낌을 살리기
Well
위해서
done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's
그
see how well you manage with a more
기술을
advanced
조종하는
exercise,
식으로 움직여야
shall we?
되는데 이거는 그냥 방향키가 6개 있다고 생각하면 되는 수준으로 움직이면 돼요.
This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of
이렇게
a
스틱을
challenge.
누르면은
What a view.
Hello. Nice day for a flight.
Made it. Did anyone else see that?
방향 부딪히거나 하면 뭐 떨어지는 그런 것도 있겠죠?
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the
슈트
lake as the
이
first year.
질주 모드는 온오프 느낌이에요. 그를 누르고 있는 게 아니라 비행 이렇게 할 때 소리나 위에 이렇게 하얀색으로
Our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a
뜨는
while.
것도 되게 잘 만들었다. 예쁘게. 되게 그래픽을 진짜 잘 만들어놨어. 이 환경 요소들을.
Ha!
이 게임을 만드는
I've got this.
사람들이 이 호그와트 환경을 구현하기 위해서 굉장히 애정을
Have a moment?
쏟은 게 느껴지는 그런 게임.
I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem
뭐지,
to
얘는?
handle yourself on that dusty school
얘도 레몬
broom
클로
well enough.
같은데?
I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging.
그거
But
하지
I'm getting
말라고
ahead
하지
of
않았나?
myself. We met in the common room. I'm Everett Clopton. So, care to join me for a bit of high-flying fun?
겁나지 않을까?
Kagawa seems strict. I wouldn't want to get into trouble.
Kagawa won't even notice. Besides, a bird doesn't learn how to fly by staying in the nest. Follow me.
쪼를 시전했어요, 얘가. 쫄? 하면서.
The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard.
어딘데?
Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having
어이구야,
tea by the
부딪힐
window
뻔했어.
today.
부딪히는 거는 없는 것 같아요. 그래서 떨어진다거나 하는 거는.
Nice to get above it all, isn't it?
부딪혀서 떨어지는 건 없고, 부딪히면 그냥 거기에 비벼지는.
Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed.
앞으로 숙였는데,
Helpful
나.
if you need to escape a tricky situation.
여기서 또
Now
할 수
that's
있어.
more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff?
그리고 오른쪽 아래에 빗자루 게이지가 있는데,
I mean, look at it. And meowlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
오른쪽 아래에
Flying
빗자루
tips
게이지가
and
달아요.
around Hogwarts.
이
This
클릭
is quite the
질주를
tour,
하면.
Everett.
이 상태에서도 클릭 질주하면은 바로 최고 질주 상태로. 클릭 질주.
That's
어디 있어?
Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Best hurry back. Looks like she's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here.
조종을 되게 쉽고 편하게 만들어놨어.
And
뭔가
where have
실수해도
you two been?
괜찮고.
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper
잘하던데?
respect.
But, Professor...
너무 기교에만 의존하고 있나?
Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
문과사가
Sorry about
확실한
that business
선생님이야.
with Kagawa. But you have to admit, those views were worth it.
빗자루를 사야겠어요? 해야진 않아.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
재밌는
You seem at
비행이었어요.
home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could.
빗자루가
I recommend
비싼가?
visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky. If I could afford the new Bright Spark broom at Spintwitches, I'd be on it now.
Madam Kagawa, about what happened in class.
No need to discuss it further. Losing points for Ravenclaw should serve as a deterrent against future escapades. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that I teach you a few additional spells, so please keep an eye out for an owl from me. You're
이
also
교수님
welcome to
나중에
drop by any time with questions.
뭐 알려주러
I've not
마법 하나
forgotten about our library
알려주구나.
venture. How did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know a discreet place near there.
Revelio.
I require assistance with a delivery and thought you might be interested. Please visit me at J. Pippin's Potions.
Incendio.
Requiring a few coins.
Accio.
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea of some way
꼭
you
내놔.
can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
공 어디 갔지? 공을 아쉬워로 가져올 수 있나 하고 있는데. 왜 공을 안 보고 치네요?
Incendio. Levioso. Accio.
이렇게 때리면은 모델이 플레이어 쪽을 바라보게 되는데 그 와중에도 공을 치고 있어요. 다음 퀘스트. 오, 마법들 여러 개. 필요의 방 이걸로 가자. 필요의 방이 뭔진 모르겠지만 저거를 어쨌거나 열어야 될 것 같거든요. 특성도 있는 거 보면은. 여기 보면 재능에 필요의 방 특성이 있어요. 에도루스 마법약을 쓰면 누적이 된다고? 괜찮을 것 같긴 한데. 한번 지금 재능 포인트 8까지 8개가 있는데 얼마나 더 재능을 얻을 수 있는지 모르겠어요. 그래서 선택 못하겠어. 주문 세트 여러 개를 할 수 있어. 고대 마법 던지고 저기 던진 무기를 무장해제하고 그 무기를 던질 수 있다고. 일단 보이는데 은신 통제하는 능력 떨어지고 일주할 수 있고 그렇다면은 은신 플레이하면 너무 재미없을 것 같은데요? 유젤리 교수와 만나세요. 은신 플레이하면 너무 쫄보돼서 진행이 느려질 것 같아요.
Revelio.
비행 테스트 있었어요. 일단 필요의 방부터 하고
Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
필요의 방이 해리포터에서는 어디 벽에서 뭘 간절히 원하면 문이 열렸던 것 같은데 여기도 그런 느낌이네요.
master stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time.
아이쿠 세상이다. 그럼 멀린의 수염, Merlin's beard.
Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident, if ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need.
Incendio!
But you managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke?
Revelio!
He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess.
왜 마법으로
This presents the perfect opportunity to
아,
teach
알려주시네.
Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
에바네스코.
Splendid. Now, cast.
교회 방에서 사라지만 사용하는
Go on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you
사라지고
are now in
월장석이
possession
생겼어.
of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf?
Revelio.
A에게
Is that
여기서 오랫동안
goodness?
내렸어.
My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take
뭘까요?
a quick
뭔가
look at this.
비밀 임무 같은.
Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
How did you get down?
여기도 에바네스코.
Revelio.
와, 뭐가 되게 많아요?
Accio. Incendio.
이건 뭐지? 그냥 차 마시기.
Revelio.
어이, 뭐야. 이 위에 뭐가 있는데요? 이거를 아시오로 끌고 와서 저 위로 올라가는 건가? 저는 못 끌고 오는데? 올라가졌다. 정비술도 가득 찼어요. 한 34짜리 차고 60원짜리는 좀 팔고 얼굴 장식 이런 거 좀 팔고 버리고 하나밖에 없어요. 못 보고 여기도 초록색은 또 팔고. 망토와 로브. 저는 필요해 방. 의상. 게이.
Revelio.
이렇게 내려갈 수 있나요? 뭐야, 이쪽에 길이 있잖아.
Revelio.
응? 뭐야? 무슨 소리야?
Accio.
웬 마을 주민,
Revelio.
웬 마을 주민이에요?
Revelio.
방주제에 나에게 목욕이 필요할 거라 생각하다. 필요해 방이 목욕 용품을 만들어준다 봐요.
Accio. Revelio. How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? Revelio. What was that? Was that a golden snitch?
뭐가 있었나 봐요?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Accio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
여기를 일단 쭉 빼고요.
Incendio. Levioso. Revelio.
낼 수 있을 것 같이 생겼는데.
Accio.
이런 퍼즐이 군데군데 있는 것도 확실히 재미가 있어요. 그
Revelio.
플레이어가 자발적으로 탐색을 하게 만든 그런 요소라서
I hope that house elf can find
만약에
us in here.
이거를 뭐 억지로 무조건 풀어야 진행 가능합니다 이랬으면 좀 재미가 떨어지죠. 내가 직접 한 게 아니니까. 그리고 지금처럼 플레이어가 저 넘어있는 상자를 가지고 싶은데 열어보고 싶은데 그리고 스스로 뭔가 방법을 찾게 만들어내게 하면은 마법을 이것저것 써보면서요. 그러면 더 재밌죠. 아무래도 자발적으로 하니까.
Oh, there you are.
그걸 어떻게 잘 녹여놓느냐가 이 게임 만드는 거의 기술인 것 같아요.
Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year.
했는데 디크를 저렇게 입히고 다녀.
I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident.
그 정도는 알만한 사람들은 다 아는 방이에요.
Students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes
Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
해리포터 소설을 읽으면서 생각했던 필요의 방이랑은 느낌이 좀 다르다. 남편이가 소설을 읽으면서 생각했던 거는 아예 입구 앞에서 그 생각하는 거에다가 다른 방이 나오는 거예요. 여기서의 공식의 해석은 거대한 방이 있고 그 안에서 이제 필요의 방이 공간을 제공해 주는 거구나.
I look forward to seeing what you do with the space.
또 집을
And it
만들어줬어요.
seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand
Revelio.
which one is clothed.
설명하는 책상을 지금까지 했습니다. 이건 뭐 툴루가도 아니야? 왜? 뼈라기.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified.
장식을 다 없앨 수 있어요, 월장석으로.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
수연 마법.
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular
그럼 자원을
object.
갖고 오면
You
만들
should
수
have
있는
acquired
건가?
some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did.
포스미트.
Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier.
일단
In fact,
월장석이라는
you
걸로
should have enough
만들어봐요.
resources for now.
제일
I
중요한
see.
재료. 그게
Can I
월장석인가.
regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead.
만들었던 거를 회수해도 자원이 나오니까 어느 정도 자원이 모이면은 그다음부터는 많이 필요 없을 것 같아요.
To study magical plants and brew potions in class.
수연 마법. 아, 이게 하나 더 있어야겠다. 라인이 그 전투용과 어떤 필요의 방용 이런 식으로. 마법력 스테이션을 마법력 스테이션. 뒤로 나가. 화분용 테이블을 구해놓으세요. 수학이 있나? 그런데 화분용 테이블은 따로 있는 거구나. 귀신식.
You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming,
또
of course,
뭐가
you've
있을까?
collected any
유틸리티.
seeds or potion ingredients you
설명하는
need in
책상은 있고,
Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds.
먹거리, 러그, 장식품, 조각상, 테이블, 의자, 러그. 뭐 장식품이 많네. 대부분이 장식품이고 이제 필요한 거 주로는 이제 마법 실물 재배랑 그런 거.
Can you tell me a bit more about
또
Deke?
우클릭해서
He's
잘못
been at
눌러서 스킵이
Hogwarts
돼.
longer than I have, and seems to know its every nook, cranny, and secret. We discovered this room together when I was a student. Deke has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deke tell you more when he's ready, but again, you would be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
어디서나 변형 마법을 쓸 수 있는
Can I use
걸까요?
this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
여기서만 쓸 수 있다는 거를 이렇게
I will be sure to speak with
세계관에
Deke
잘
if I need
녹여냈네요.
anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
다른 것도 배울 수 있는 건가? 그러면? 나는 꽃다카 이거밖에 먹히네요. 화분이 아니라 화분 비율인 것 같은데? 에두루스 마법약은 방어였구나.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First,
어장상을
you'll
좀
need to
모아야
gather
돼.
some
몇 개
moonstone.
모아야 되나요?
You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts
이미 100개나
grounds.
있는데?
Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
몇 개 모아야 되는데?
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we
100개
may
모은
begin your
거면
lesson.
충분한가 봐요.
You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
먹거리와 미술품을 주문하세요. 먹거리 날개 달린 거 금거울 이 별로 안 긴데? 안 예쁜데? 사원형 거울 너무 안 큰데? 되게 큰 거울이라고 생각했는데 장식 오 스탠드 조명 다용도 고딕풍 예쁜데요? 장식 5개 일단 만들어 볼게요. 하나 장식이 2명밖에 없어. 이 장식품도 인정인 건가? 이건 미술품 한정이에요. 장식이 필요 없어. 아, 이 테이블도 장식으로 쳐주는구나. 그럼 의자도 다 장식으로 쳐줬겠네. 그러면 등을 너무 많이 썼어. 벽걸이와 미술품을 구현하세요. 움직이는 그림 넣고 싶었는데. 움직이는 그림네? 해리포터 하면 움직이는 그림인가?
Good work. Shall we move on?
약을 이렇게 한 땀 한 땀 만드는 거 약간 그런데?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on
개조마법?
alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any
이거는
conjured item.
물체를
You can change the
비웠다
colors,
다시 만드는 게
patterns, and
아니라
styles of your
물체를
furniture
그
to
위치에
suit
있는
your
물체를
taste.
바꾸는 건가
Let's
봐요.
get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell. Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the spell to customize it.
파일을 바꾸세요. 파일을 바꿨어요. 그 다음에 색을 바꿨어요.
Protego!
작아질 수도 있고 커질 수도 있어.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture.
최신식 벽.
Try these new designs on the
그러네.
floor or balcony.
남경 발코니.
Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago.
또 어디 갔어?
Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of
그가 한 번에
overall look
바꿔주기도
most
하나 봐요.
appeals to you?
멋진 달빛.
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
미크 대단한데요? 오, 분위기 좋다.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change
대단해요.
it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
응? 여기 이건가? 응? 여긴 또 무슨 공간일까요?
An even bigger space.
How did that
한 번에
happen?
너무 많이
The
열리는데
room
공간이?
equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
일단 쓸데없는 거 월정석으로 제거. 필요의 방에 재능 뭐가 있었어? 뭔가 물약을 더 잘 만들 수 있는 그런 건 없네. 그리고 이거 주문 지식 하나 정도 있으면 좋겠어. 고대 마법 던지기 전인가? 그것도 배워냈지. 주문은 뭘 쓸지 아직 모르겠어요. 남편의 스타일을 아직 모르겠어. 그러면은 이게 수영 넣고요. 넣고 레비오스 넣고
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
비크는
Of
방
course.
분위기 이것만
What
해주는
sort
거?
of overall look most appeals to you?
이것도 아니야.
Actually, perhaps another time.
일단은 지금 당장 여기서 할 수 있는 거는 벌써 한 거 같아요. 필요의 방을 나가면은 한문탑이구나. 필요의 방에 플룻가루가 열렸으니까 다음부터는 그냥 플룻가루를 타면 될 것 같아요. 퀘스트. 언더크루트 닌자스 세바스찬 만들기. 어둠의 마법 방어법 쪽으로 가야 되죠.
Revelio.
아, 여기 그 맨날 딸랑딸랑 하던 거기구나.
Over here.
또 길바닥에서 자고 있었어,
Sebastian,
주인공.
it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways
의리
out of these
내리는데
things.
의리가
You
있는
took the
놈.
fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the
근데 그
Undercroft. Not
교수님들이 과연
even
모를까요?
professors know about this place. This way. There's a
나쁜 놈 아니야?
secret passage just here.
It's well disguised.
그렇고 이 정도면 다 알 것 같은데요?
How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt,
Revelio.
at the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily.
Incendio.
We've never been caught.
Revelio. Accio. I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born
아,
blind, and no
오미니스
spell could
보드팀은
reverse it. His
장님이구나.
wand seems
눈이 안
almost
보여.
sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
맞아.
No, someone in
약간
his family knew
그
about it.
뭐랄까?
The
이
Gaunts are
대화에서
full of secrets.
대화씬만 나오면
I've never
좀
heard anyone else speak
요상하다고
of it.
느낀 게
I've certainly never seen
대화씬에서
anyone else here.
카메라가
Again,
너무
mention
정적이에요.
this to no one, especially Ominous.
대화씬에서 카메라가
He
다
has no love lost for his family
너무
or their
부자연스럽게
secrets.
멈춰 있어.
But this place is
디테일이랑 그게
special to
느낌이
him.
달라요.
Understood.
디테일은 되게
But why does Ominous have
자연스럽게
no love
카메라가
lost
이렇게
for his family?
움직이는데
His
대화할 때
father's family are direct
이거는 딱 몇
descendants of
가지
Salazar Slytherin,
그
one of the
카메라
four founders of Hogwarts.
방향만 사용해요. 대화할
Obsessed
때.
with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away
지금
from
이
prying
카메라
eyes,
특히
and
부자연스러워.
even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
너무 재미없는 카메라. 이
Like what?
카메라가.
Like the blasting
한 명
curse.
잡고 있는 카메라.
Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
위험하게 들리는데?
It sounds like a dangerous spell.
You sound like Ominous. He frowns upon using forbidden spells.
뭐야, 얘
Although he
금지된
did
주문
enjoy
알려줘요?
learning this one.
바스찬?
A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic, but you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here.
별로 안전해 보이진
It
않는데?
may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
약간 여기 코너 돌 때 실수할 뻔했어. 너무 먼저 돌아가지고.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out?
홈프린고. 장거리 공격인가요?
Stick to the targets, though.
Confringo.
Best to keep the Undercroft
오,
intact.
장거리로 보여주는
Have a go at
거구나.
those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that it's nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You'll get used to it. That's it.
I think I
Well
got it.
done.
뿌린 거 좋은 것
I have to
같아요.
say,
일단
I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I
인센디오가
practiced
데미지는
Confringo,
좋은데
we
너무
singed our
가까이 붙어
eyebrows.
있을 때 아시오로 땡겼을
I
때만
would
쓸
have
수
paid to
있어서
see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day,
뿌린 거는
something
멀리서
about that spell that's addictive.
레비오사로 띄운 다음에 쓸 수 있어서 이런 주문도 더
This
배울
is
준비가
exactly
됐어.
the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne.
그러면
She could use
세바스찬
some
관련
cheering up.
스토리 진행하면은 동생
Just let me know
동생
when and I'll
고칠 수
meet you.
있을까요?
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look
동생
forward to it.
괜찮아졌으면
Cheers.
좋겠다.
By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. Might it have something to do with Victor Rookwood? He didn't mistake you for someone else at all in Hogsmeade, did he?
Nothing gets past you. I'll tell you what I can. Rookwood and Ranrock are trying to recover something they think I took from a vault in Gringotts.
Gringotts? When were you there?
Professor Fig and I wound up there after the dragon attack. There was this port key that...
A port key? To Gringotts?
Well, it's all a bit convoluted.
I'm listening.
얘 왜 이리
The book I found in the restricted section was missing some pages.
얘 왜 이리
That's
이상하게
right.
물어봐 계속.
Pity. Didn't think you'd disappoint me with so vague an answer. I suppose with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, a bit more time practicing
지금은
blasting
얘기해줄 수
curses in
없어요.
order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
뭔가 페르시아의 왕자 소리 같다. 응? 뭐야 누가 앞에서 기다리고 있는데?
Hello, Sebastian. Wait.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it?
I
바로
believe we have
들켰네
potions
여기서 나오는
together.
거.
And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
우연히 들어가게 됐어. 세바스찬 지켜야지.
Room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room.
이 약간 정신이 불안정해
Sebastian
보여요.
told you, didn't he?
얼굴 이 각도 이상하게 하고 다니는 것도 그렇고.
Not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
앞서지 마.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
납치지 마. 호그와트 밖에서
I know
만나기만 해봐.
what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble.
납치지
He
마, 이
doesn't
자식.
need your help.
고대마법 맛 좀 볼래?
Sebastian is going to get
Confringo.
ill about this.
Accio! Levioso!
납치지 마 이 자식아.
Confringo!
Be careful, won't you?
어디 갔어? 이 자식이 말이야. 피그 교수에게 지도 내실에 대해 알리기. 일단은 샤터 교수님한테 가서 마법약, 집중력 마법약을 획득하고 사용하세요. 막시마와 에드로스 마법약을 획득하고 동시에 사용하세요. 그러면은 호그스미스로 가야겠어요. 호그스미스로 갈 때 그 인벤토리도 좀 정리를 하면 좋겠다. 인벤토리도 정리를 좀 하고 할 것들 좀 팔고요. 마법약 가게. 여기구나.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time.
윙가든
Once
레비오사를
you've completed
저
a few
식물
prerequisite
선생님이
tasks,
알려주시네.
do see me after class.
마법약, 집중력
In the
마법약하고
market for potions, are we?
막시마와 에드로스 마법약.
What can I do
나는
for you today?
할 거부터 팔아봐요.
Very good. Never hurts to keep my stocks replenished.
이거 아이템 판매할 때 여러 개 그냥 뾰로록 선택해가지고 팔 수 있으면 좋겠어요. 그 묘한 이게 해리포터로서의 디테일은 좋은데 게임으로서의 디테일이 약간씩 모자라.
I hope to see you again.
집중력
Farewell for
마법약
now.
일단 획득을 해야 되네요. 집중력 막시마 에드로스.
What can I do for you today?
그러면은 이제너도 하나 사고
A wise decision.
집중력
Thank you.
에드로스 막시마 이렇게 샀고요. 아 이게 여러 개 사는 건 줄 알았더니 그 남아있는 개수를 말하는 거구나.
A wise decision.
집중력
Thank you.
막시마 이런 거 좀 사놓자.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
그리고 이제 집중력 마법약을 획득하고 사용하세요.
Confringo.
오 완전 용사로 나간다.
Accio.
에드로스가 막시마. 에드로스로
Excellent.
몸이 돈이 됐어.
Come on in. Healing potions are a speciality here, should you need any.
그리고 배달부가 필요하시다고요.
Hello, Mr. Pippin. You need help with a delivery?
Yes, I do. A capable student such as yourself should have no trouble making the trip to Cambridge. It's just south of Hogwarts.
What do you need delivered?
Fatima Lawang ordered a few invisibility potions. I used to go myself, but lately
쓸까요?
Fatima has taken to
웨이
turning every
찍혔을까?
visit
웨이
into an
포인트?
argument. Constantly complaining about the quality of my stock. But how can I maintain excellence when she orders so often, giving me no time to brew? If you take this rather irritating task off my hands, I'd happily allow you to claim the delivery fee from Fatima.
기꺼이
I'd be happy to
돈을
help with the
받을 수
delivery.
있다는데.
You've no idea how grateful I am, truly. Here are the invisibility potions she requested. Hopefully she won't give you too much trouble. She's a talented potioneer in her own right. I dare say I wouldn't mind having a look
파티마는
at her potion
마법약사인데
recipes one
얘한테
day.
마법약을 사요? 파티마 라왕에게 투명 마법약 3개를 배달할게. 오, 꽤 머네요. 여기까지 가야 돼. 그러면은 비행 테스트 빗자루를 사자. 빗자루를 사면은 빗자루로 날아갈 수 있지 않을까요?
Confringo.
빗자루로 날아가면은 그렇지 않을까?
Ah, new face. Wonderful.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I
돈이
presume you're in the
있을까요?
market for a new
방금
broom?
다 썼는데.
Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows, Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom
이게
you choose, you'll be
번역을
pleased.
하려면은
They're all
아예
exceptional, both
이름을
in
다
quality
번역을
and
하지.
performance.
어떤 거는 뭐 부시 대시 이렇게 하고 어떤 거는 윈드 위스프 이렇게 하고.
You said disrupted
바람의
trade routes
속삭임
caused you
이렇게
to
하지.
close Spintwitches?
Terrible it's been. Trade routes reported as unusable. Evidently criminals are overtaking roads, threatening hamlets. I can fly safely almost anywhere, but you try flying with an inventory of brooms on your back. No easy feat. Right then, back to work. If a particular broom takes your fancy, just let me know.
뭐야, 대화가 그냥 끝나요? 아니지?
Do you mind sharing more
알려주세요.
about your brooms?
I have a passion for them. Every detail of
윈드
every model.
위스
Take wind wisps,
바람 요정.
well known for their quality
이구나.
ash
바람의
handles.
속삭임이 아니에요.
U-weavers are rare because some fear
U2번은
flying them,
뭘까요?
likely to do with the U1's darker reputation. Then you have the Ember Dash, known for its
그게
handsome
부시 대시를
appearance.
그냥 엠버 대시라고
Working with
하든가
brooms
아니면
every day makes
부시
me practically
돌진이라고 하든가
giddy. It's one of many
그렇게 둘
reasons
중
I
하나로
cherish
하지.
running this shop.
한번 볼게요.
Sounds quite the array of brooms.
딴
I'll
거
have
하나
a look
주셔.
around. Thank you.
What are we looking for today?
뭐야, 다 가격이 똑같네요?
That item is of the highest quality.
나중에 열리나 보다 더 좋은 거는.
That item is of the highest quality.
이게 제일 멋진데? 이 불꽃 달린 거?
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say,
업그레이드
some
방식인가?
enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you
이게
may
더 좋은
notice
빗자루를
that
사는 게
speed
아니라
consistency
빗자루
tends to falter
업그레이드인가
as you
봐요.
rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the
이 아저씨
upgrades.
퀘스트를
As it
깨면은
happens,
업그레이드가
another
되나 보다.
Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
하죠. 빗자루는
How
왜
long have you
이렇게
had a
빗자루
passion for
덕후가
brooms?
됐을까?
Since the moment I saw my first Quidditch match, seeing flyers maneuver the way they do, some people continue to have their doubts about me and my ideas. I hope that won't dissuade you from helping. I know I'm onto something.
빗자루 10덕. 빗자루 덕후.
Why do you need me to report to you on this broom flight?
I did try to get Imelda to help, but she has some flying habits and quirks that made her difficult to collaborate with. I need a flyer with no bad habits and the knack for flying. Your classmate Everett said you're a natural on a broom. He's forever in here studying the newest models, almost as passionate about
그
brooms as
친구도
I am.
빗자루 좋아해요.
If your rumoured talent for flying can help you beat Imelda's times, then having you assess the broom will be invaluable.
Sounds as if you took Kagawa's class.
I did.
얘도 예전에
But my
학생이었나
focus
보다.
on the technical elements of brooms rather than the art of flying drove her mad. She thinks it fitting I run Spintwitches now. I don't reckon either of us ever pictured me batting away bludgers for the Cannons or Puddlemere United. And I find a certain satisfaction in winning over the naysayers who think I may be too
좀
young
젊어
to run
보이긴
this shop.
했어요.
With your help, I can continue
졸업한 지
proving
많이 안
myself
됐구나, 이
the
사람은.
most knowledgeable purveyor of wizarding sporting goods
그래도
around.
자영업자가 됐어요. 오픈 지 얼마 안 됐는데.
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price.
빗자루를
The
사긴
time
해야
trial should be
되는구나.
a bit of fun too. Go to the
업그레이드를
Quidditch pitch and
사는
Imelda Reyes will
그런
sort you
개념.
out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Revelio. Can't help but admire.
그쵸. 이렇게. 그러면은 일단은 장비 비행 탈 것. 비행 탈 것은 또 다른 거야 빗자루랑. 이거는 브리핑 같은 거를 탈 수 있고 빗자루가 의상. 뭐야 일단 온 게 있어? 그 교수님 돌아왔네요. 퀘스트. 식물 2개를 쓰라고 하고 여기는 마법약 수업만 가면 되고요. 히마라와 이거는 비행은 어떻게 하는 걸까요? 비행 직접 해본 적은 한 번도 없는데 지금. 가는 길에 에런샤이어 이런 것도 한번 찍어보자. 비행은 탭을 눌러서 빗자루를 탭이 맞는 도구기 그런 거구나. 일단 앞으로 쭉 가고요. 굳이 앞으로 안 눌러도 앞으로 가지는 게 굉장히 편해요. 우선은 에런샤이어 여기 거 다리가 있네요. 그리고 풍선이 있고 뭐야 철도 같은데? 에런샤이어. 내가 왔다 에런샤이어.
Armchair. This hand
Revelio.
must be crawling with life.
Accio. Confringo. Revelio.
여기도 상자들 좀 털어보고요. 온 김에. 눈깔 상자인 줄 알았네.
Revelio.
Oh, Milo, What am I to do?
또롱. 범위 줘봐.
Revelio.
장비 먹은 것들 중에 이제 또 그런 것들 정리를 하고요. 위약은 전설 거고 장비 몇 개 못 먹었네?
Is there something I can help you with, Mr.
Adley. Edgar Adley. No, I don't think so. Blast Milo and his mad schemes.
Milo?
마일로가
He was my
누군데?
friend. Came to me a few days ago with a brilliant plan to make some quick galleons. All I had to do was follow him into the Forbidden Forest. Oh, poor Milo. He didn't deserve to go like that.
I'm
이감이에요.
very sorry to hear about your friend.
Oh, thank you. I can't think of it. Milo's body is still in that cave with the absconder.
The absconder?
Aye, Milo's name for the acromantula. He did have a flair for the dramatic. In fact, as he died, Milo begged me to take his heirloom pocket watch, so that his daughter would have something to remember him by. But I
가져다 달라고요?
fled.
에쿠라멘투라의 독을 왜
Why would
찾으려고
someone risk
했어요?
their life for spider venom?
As a potion ingredient, acromantula venom is incredibly valuable, in large part because it is, as poor Milo has proven, impossible to get from a live acromantula.
If I have time, I can try to collect the heirloom watch, Mr. Adley.
You can't possibly go to the acromantula's cave.
에쿠라멘투라
Be
닭대를
killed.
잡으면 되지 뭐.
Please, forget I said anything.
네, 일단은 그거 말고 여기 킹브리지까지 가야 되는데
Now, where could that acromantula cave be?
잘못 눌렀어. 이거 하려고 했어.
What do you have in store for me this time?
나는 오 뚜뚜뚜뚜뚜뚜 뭘까요? 야, 또 아쉬운데 그냥? 근데 아쉬오를 할 돌이 안 보이는데?
Revelio.
진짜 멀리 있구나.
Accio.
뭐 아쉬워서 갖고 오면 또 하나는 채웠어.
Revelio.
여기도 뭐 돌이 어딘가에 있겠죠? 여기 있네.
Accio.
얘네들도 갖고 오고. 여기 있니? 여기 있니? 하나 더 써야 될까요? 아니면은 두 개가 단가?
Revelio.
너는 안 보이는데? 풀어야 될 게 더 보이진 않거든요?
Revelio.
아, 저기 있다.
Accio.
이쪽으로 가져와서 물에 슉 넣어주면은 됐겠죠? 이제? 끝났겠지?
That's that.
음. 아이, 잘못해서 물량 먹었네. 아깝게. 아깝게 씨. 이거 뭔진 모르겠지만은 터뜨리는 게 있나봐요. 풍선들 터뜨리는 챌린지가 또 있나봐. 진짜네. 뭐야? 밑에서 무슨 유상한 소리가 났어. 뭐야? 왜 이야 하면서 싸우는데? 호그와트 계곡.
Revelio.
그다음에 작용견.
Revelio.
풀가루 먹었고요. 포잠자리 좀 가져가고. 다음에 보여야 될 게 여기 흰브리지. 이쪽에 풍선 또 보인다. 오른쪽에 풍선 또 있어.
Revelio.
오, 날아다니면서 그 레벨리오를 쓸 수 있어요.
It's like a place right out of a storybook. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
Always late.
Revelio.
뭐지? 뭐 또롱또롱 소리가 들리는데? 근처에서? 여기구나. 기울어진 집. 기울어진 집은 기울어져 있기 때문에 기울어진 집이라고 불러집니다.
Revelio.
Accio.
그리고 이걸 점프를 못하니.
Revelio.
That Pippin should have been here by now.
당신이 혹시 파티마
Madam,
Sent a child to do his work for him, did he? Always cutting corners and taking the easy way out. Did he have you brew them for him as well? Doesn't matter. You could probably do it better than he
근데
can
왜 계속
anyway.
약을 사요? 왜 산 거야?
why do you keep ordering from him if you think the quality to be inferior?
It would seem I have more and more customers who are trying to stay out of sight. I'm not one to judge. You can simply imagine the stress I'm under to deliver quality products. Unlike some
근데 왜
vendors,
걔한테서
I strive to keep
사온대
my
약을?
customers satisfied.
Here are the potions you requested.
You think it's so simple? I know Pippin is always trying to cheat his customers.
그럼
Cutting
쟤한테
corners
사지
to save
마.
some galleons for himself at the expense of quality. You'll not be getting a knut out of me until you prove the potion works. Drink it.
의심병 환자야 무슨?
Seems simple enough. I'll do it.
I should think so.
It seems to have worked.
Well, I
의심병
suppose
환자야.
that will do.
If the demand for potions is as high as you say, have you considered being easier to work with? Perhaps combining your recipes and skills?
Not a chance. That ne'er-do-well had his shop handed to him. The rest of us had to make our own way. I'll not give him the benefit of my hard work and gumption. If he
아니,
fails on his
왜 이리
own,
무시해요?
so be it.
You mentioned that more and more customers are trying to stay out of sight. Why?
Well, I can't speak for all of them.
뭐야
But
애쉬와인드한테
certainly
팔아?
my Ashwinder customers have
이
their
양반 완전
reasons.
나쁜 놈이구먼.
If I were you, I'd forget I heard that.
Very well. I shall let Mr. Pippin know I delivered the
배금이나
potions as
내놔.
requested.
You do that.
What do you have for sale?
What are we looking for today?
이건
This
팔고,
will do just
이건
fine.
아니고,
Thank you.
이거 팔고, 이거 팔고, 이거 팔고.
Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Revelio.
생강뿌리. 생강에 생강이 고르는이고.
Always been keen on Keenbridge. Hang on to your valuables.
용이 나는
That's all I'll
아홉.
say.
멀리는 아웃곡을 좋아했던 거 아닐까요? 그냥
Revelio.
뭐야 향나는 아웃 근처에 뭐가 없는데? 공짜 먹고요. 이걸 어디다 쓰는 걸까요? 그럼 아쉬워는 돼.
Revelio.
근데 저거를 어디다 넣어야 되는지가 지금 불분명한데요? 뭐 여기로 갖고 올 건 아닌 것 같고요. 뭐 큰 공을 여기다 넣으라는 것 같은데.
Accio. Levioso. Accio.
레벨 2 자물쇠. 그리고 이 근처에 또 빨랑이도 있어요. 아, 지도에 표시가 되는구나. 저 딸랑 한번 찾아내면은. 그걸 여태껏 몰랐네. 어딨지? 나와. 이쪽에 파란색 뭐가 있네요? 아, 뭐야, 자물쇠잖아. 이걸 뭐라는 걸까, 대체? 뿜뿜인고.
Levioso. Revelio. Accio.
아시오로 이렇게 들고 어디론가 가는 거, 이거는 알겠어요. 근데 그 어디가 어디냐? 뭐야, 공 안 굴러와?
Revelio.
그럼 이게 아닌가 보네. 아시오는 일단 아닌가 봐요. 이건 또 왜 못 넘어가? 어디 있나요?
Revelio.
일단은 배타기 요청. 메디피핀에게 돌아갈게. 모형 살색. 장비 한번 확인을 하고요. 많다. 이제 지도에서 여기 뭐냐, 호그스미드 한 번에 플루가루로 가면 되죠, 이제. 흙물을 여러 개 좀 키울 수 있으면은 좋겠는데 한 번에 하나밖에 못 키워가지고 뭔가 만들어하고 사였나? 그런 것들 사고 싶은데 사도 제대로 못 키우니까 못 사겠어요. 까다로운 분이 있어.
I can see why you didn't want to go. She was quite cantankerous.
그 나쁜 놈이 아주.
truly appreciate your help. And at least it's done with.
It was a pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Pippin.
비즈니스 관계를 잘 맺어놓고요, 일단.
delivery fee to have someone capable deal with that witch.
By the way, I found this book of potion recipes in Cambridge. Might it be useful to you?
Is this Fatima's recipe book?
그래? 나왕 부인은 자격이
You should
없어.
keep it. She doesn't deserve to have it.
I appreciate what you're saying, but you have much to learn about respecting the property of others. Some things are sacred amongst potioneers.
Right.
I shall return it to her immediately. What can I do for you today?
또 갖다 주는 퀘스트가 또 생겼나?
Farewell for now.
갖다 주는 퀘스트가 생기진 않았어요. 그건 다행이네. 뾰족한 글로브 얻었습니다. 퀘스트 어디로 갈까요? 일단 샤프 교수님 과제 이거 하러 가고 베네무스 템플러랑 맨드레이크 저거를 그래도 여기 호그스미드에서 식물 씨앗을 찾아다가 할 수 있을까요? 못 가게 위장원 매직리프 여긴가? 매직리프 저기 일단 한번 들려보죠. 여긴 것 같은데 일단은
Welcome. Come on in. Now,
아 여기
where was
있구나
I?
이 아저씨들.
Oh yes.
봉지 비료 재료 여기서는 안 파네요. 맨드레이크나 뭐 그런 것들. 일단은 맨드레이크를
No
못
one can say I
키우면은
don't keep a stacked shelf.
굳이 할 필요가 없고 여기를 가야 될까요? 브루디언 팩. 일단 브루디언 팩을 먼저 가볼게요. 맨드레이크 같은 거 혹시 팔 수 있으니까 그거를 식물로 봐야 될지 동물로 봐야 될지 모르겠지만요. 넘어가게 해줘. 좋아, 왜 못 들어가? 여기가 아닌가벼. 맨드레이크는. 뛰는 것보다 애쉬가 빨라요. 그렇기는 하지만.
Ah, it's always nice to see a familiar face.
구현 마법사. 드라이빙 스테이션. 근데 비싼데요? 네? 뭐 1,500원 막 이러는데? 소형화분 5개. 2,500원.
Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
일단 이것만 사보자.
Let me know
너무
if there's
비싸네요.
anything else I can
돈을
do
뭐
to
어디는 나중에 구할 수 있나 좀? 이게 호그와트. 피그 교수님 지도 내실. 없죠. 응? 마법 나침반과 미니맵? 그런 게
Brain
있어요?
doesn't fill up. You're
아,
entitled to your
이거?
opinion. Doesn't mean I'm obliged to agree.
Revelio.
응? 또롱또롱 소리가 아주 우렁차게 나는데? 여기 학교 내에서는 또 그게 안 돼요. 대시가. 무기 대시. 응? 뭐야, 나 낮에
I'd
마법약,
better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
지금 마법약 수업으로 가고 있네? 마법약 수업 하고 가자, 뭐. 온 김에.
I think there were doxy.
Revelio.
And surely those were code.
When Professor Sharp is so intimidating.
원래 일로 온 게, 일로 올려던 게 아니었는데, 다음 목표를 잘못 찍어놓고 있었어요. 뭐야, 저 파란 눈 슬리들은 그 나쁜 놈 아닌가? 그 정신 이상자? 얘. 까칠한 놈.
How are your assignments
Revelio.
coming along?
여기서 또롱또롱 날게 있어? 사프 교수의 오러 백지.
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso. Let's see what you can do. Concentrate. Do not
약
let
먹는
your
거랑
mind
디펄스랑
wander.
무슨 관계인지 모르겠지만 아무튼 했어요.
You've got it now. If you'd like to practice, and I think you should, perhaps best not to go flinging your cast.
디펄스는 밀어내는 거예요. 치료가 더 좋죠. 일단은 마법 칸이 4개밖에 없기 때문에 굳이 디펄소를 또 할 거면은 그 레비우스로 띄우고 때리다가 아시오로 땡겨와서 때리고 다시 디펄스로 밀어내고 그런 콤보로 쓰겠는데
Halls. I suggest having a go at the enchanted books here. Well done. I'm glad to see that you seem staunchly determined to master your spellcasting.
Revelio. Depulso.
누가 더 좋아요? 베네무스 텐타클라 맨드레이크 그런 걸 갖고 있나? 베네무스 텐타클라 하니까 약간 그거 같은데 라틴어, 독이 있는 뭐 그런 용어 같은데요. 독이드가 에스케이프 뭔데? 독위드랑 에스케이프 어디 있는데? 그리고 그게 뭔데? 가게 이름이 독이드와 데스케이프인가?
Also went on to do the exact same thing.
I wouldn't think that was my fault.
교수님 어디 계십니까? 배신자 피그 언제
I was
배신할까?
hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Your friend, Mr. Ollivander, sent me an owl asking for help finding an heirloom wand that was stolen from him.
He did he?
And so I went to the owlery like he said, and there were all these statues.
What do you mean, statues? In the owlery?
Yes, which led me to a
알아들을 수 없는
secret
말을 하고
hideout
있어요,
where I
거의.
found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret
이 말만 하고 있어.
I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
아무튼 결론은 사라진
And because
페이지를
Jackdaw had
찾았어요.
followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
바로 이동하는구나. 내실로 들어가기.
The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did
그러니까
this
제프가
Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
To think it was beneath us all this time.
피브스는 또 어떻게 갖고 있었는데?
This looks promising.
이 책을 얻으려면은 고대 마법을 볼 수 있어야 되는데 쓸 수 있어야 되는데 피브스는 그러면 이 책의 페이지를 어떻게 뜯었을까요? 책을 찾으려면은 누가 찾았었나?
A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts.
이게 거대한 지도예요.
Magnificent.
그래서 지도 내실인 거야. 맵 챔버. 그 레켄 교수님
You were here to see this.
왜 안 나오시나? 나왔다.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability.
근데 저 이제 지도로 뭘 할 수 있는 걸까요?
Which will unlock, should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
검거했어. 그게 전부 기억나진 않아요.
I do recall seeing the memory, but I don't remember all of the details.
My friend Charles and I spoke of the portkey and of trials we'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
The passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
왜 시간이 안 남았어요?
We have waited this long, Professor Fig.
교수 이제 배신하나?
A few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces.
이제 배신한 줄 알았는데.
Traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look?
어디일까요? 저 장소인가? 빛나는
I
거?
know that tower. It's not far.
부엉이.
You may have seen it yourself.
I don't think I have. Perhaps your young friend is not as well traveled as you think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
Complete the tasks I've given you, and then meet me in my classroom to learn Defindo, the severing charm. It's typically used to cut an object, but can be a powerful weapon when needed.
일단은 호그와트 북쪽이요. 호그와트 북쪽 쪽은 조금 먼데요. 저는 여기 호그와트 북쪽 지역 동쪽으로 가서 빗자루를 타거나 아니면은 뛰어가면서 몇 번 싸움질 좀 하고 그러고 가면 될 것 같아요.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
이거 날아다니는 거 좀 사기적이네요. 흔하긴 하지만 너무 안전해. 게임의 긴장도를 확 낮추는 느낌. 왜 밑에선 난리가 났나봐요? 그럼 막 싸우고 난리가 났네. 뭐야? 무슨 일이야? 난리가 났네. 난리가 났어. 뭐야, 저 사람이 이겼네?
There's trouble afoot.
저 사람이 이겼어. 이번 뒤를 잡아볼까요?
Call out for me all you want. I shall be... Vicus Totalis.
그리고
Revelio.
스크롤 점액 좋은 걸 얻었어요. 네, 다시 슬슬 가볼까요? 거미줄로 막아놨어. 뒤로 가죠 뭐. 만능 빗자루가 있기 때문에. 굳이 저런
This could be the Acromantula cave Mr. Adley mentioned.
저런 지역을 돌파할 필요가 없어졌어요. 저는 산 바카르의 탑, 여기 웨이포인트를 하나 찍고 아직 더 가야 돼.
Intriguing place, Sanbakar's tower. Lovely view, I'd imagine. No idea who this Bakar is, mind you.
Over here.
또 길바닥에서 잤어.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't
we operate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else.
다 죽이자.
Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
Revelio.
교수님 투영막 안 쓰시는데요?
Quickly now. Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Revelio.
Well done. There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Petrificus Totalis. Revelio.
얘도
There must be something here.
Petrificus Totalis. Revelio.
Renrock's vision of goblins ruling over wizards will be
Petrificus Totalis. Revelio.
저 친구는 둘이나 있는데.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
여기 둘이 있는데 일단 친구를 톡.
Petrificus Totalis.
친구도 톡. 여기 둘을 어떻게 할까요?
Revelio.
톡은 안 될 것 같고. 일단 하나 톡. 톡. 바로 되는구나. 빨리 누르면은. 여기 뭐가 있나?
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
그 이름과 관련된 거.
They're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
응?
I will draw blood.
미쳤는데요?
Stupid to come here.
헐, 피했다.
Rather unwise. Don't glance off of me. You can't stop us. Confringo. Levioso. Snap that one.
What?
And you nigger.
이거야. 일단 좀 공돈을 하자, 이 사람들아.
You will suffer.
뭐야, 이거 왜 맞아?
Let's get it. Enough of this nonsense.
아, 이것도 왜 맞아? 방어를 눌렀는데?
Levioso.
이거 왜 따라와서 때리냐, 얘는 또? 피하기. 어딨어? 피하기. 위험했어요. 물약을 또 엄청 먹었구만.
But this is different somehow.
Revelio.
I'm glad that's over.
그 전투가 이게 많이 없다 보니까 꼭 전투에 들어가면은 이 회피랑 방어를 계속 헷갈려요, 남편이. 그러다 보면 회피만 누르고 있어, 계속. 방어를 잘 눌러줘야 되는데.
It's more than mere coincidence that we encountered Ranrock's loyalists here. Revelio.
Looks like we found the entrance.
이게 방어 같은 경우는 좀 더 확실하게 막을 수 있는 대신에 막고 반격도 할 수 있는 대신에 그 못 막는 것들이 존재하고, 회피 같은 경우는 모든 거에 다 대응할 수 있는 대신에 뭐 잘못 회피를 하면은 회피가 안 돼요.
Now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
방어를 잘 써야 되는데.
Revelio.
방어를 잘 써야 게임이 쉬워지는데 방어를 자꾸
I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries.
픽사를
Never
내고
seen an enchantment
있으니까
last this long.
난이도가
to
올라가요.
Sambakar's tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sambakar's tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map
모델
chamber.
마법 던지기를 좀 더 적극적으로 쓸 수 있어야 되는데 남편이가 그걸 잘 못 써요.
We're going to
되게
need to
데미지도
understand how
세고 쓰기도
Ranrock's
쉬운데
loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. Revelio. A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs near the entry.
모델 마법 저장소가 열려 있다고요? 뭐야? 밖에 고블린들 또 생겼네? 여긴가 본데요? 여기를 뭐 해야 되는 것 같은데?
Revelio.
응? 뭐지? 내 발이 이상해졌네? 번째 시험에 있고 응? 아, 뭔가 바닥에 흔적이 있어서 쫓아가 봤더니 거기가 입구였어요. 오늘은 이 시험 통과하는 것까지 진행해 볼게요. 번째 시험. 뭐가 기다리고 있을까?
I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio. Revelio.
이거 네파로 해야 되는 걸까요?
Reparo.
바로가 아닌데? 치료도 아니고요. 밑에 계단이 있구나. 올라가는 계단이.
Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around. Revelio.
다른 공간으로 연결된 것 같아. 진짜 다른 공간으로 연결된 것 같아. 뭐야? 땅이 그냥 출렁출렁 거리는 것 뿐인가?
Revelio.
쟤네들 일어나겠구나. 일단 하기 전에 혼자 먹고요. 여기 하나씩 다 일어나겠네? 일어나서 다 싸워야 되고.
More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
뭐야, 이쪽으로 가야 돼? 이 방향으로?
Revelio.
싸우는 게 아니었나? 여기도 다 일어날 것 같은데?
These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time. Levioso. Accio. Confringo.
좀 하나 잘랐고.
Levioso. Protego. Stupid.
어디 있어, 하나?
Accio. Confringo. Revelio.
벌써 다 잡았어요? 그러면?
These look familiar.
저는 밑에서 뭐 먹을 수 있는 거 있나 한번 보고요. 그런 건 따로 없습니다. 그냥 저거를 다 봐야 되네요. 이쪽에 상자가 있는데 이쪽에 상자가 있는 곳으로 가고 싶은데 나는
Was it Accio I used before? Accio!
일단 여기까지는 왔어요.
Revelio.
여기로 어떻게 가지?
Revelio.
그리고 이 안에도 뭐가 있어요? 먹을 게? 이건 어떻게 해?
That platform looks like it ought to get me where I need to go. Accio! Levioso! Confringo!
아, 안돼?
Revelio. Accio.
이 안에 뭐가 있는데?
Levioso.
그리고 저기로는 어떻게 가지? 이쪽으로 플랫폼을 당길 수가 없는데?
I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where?
그러면은 우선은 하나 생각나는 거는 여기 가운데는 아마 투명 벽 같은 게 있지 않을까 싶어요. 그래서 막혀 있는 것 같지만 들어가면 들어가지지 않을까?
I presume I'm looking for traces of
아니네.
ancient magic. But where?
그러면 일단은 그냥 이쪽에서는 상자를 못 먹는 거 아닌가 싶거든요. 조사하기로 넘어가 보자. 위상을 바꿔보면은 갈 수 있는 통로 같은 게 있을 수 있어. 그러네.
Revelio. Accio.
이게 아시오, 아키오. 아무튼 이 마법을 되게 채찍 쓰듯이 채찍 쓰는 것처럼 잘 만들어 놨어요. 꼭 채찍질을 하는 것 같은 이 느낌.
Revelio. More statues.
하나 자르고 바로.
Levioso. Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Accio. Levioso.
맞다.
Not making this easy.
얘는 또 그 던지기 쓰면 될 것 같은데 더 쉬웠을 것 같은데 던지기를 못 썼어요. 여기는 또 뭐가 있나요?
I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where?
이거를 아시오로 끌어오면은 이 허공에 있는 고대 마법을 열 수 있어.
Revelio.
그런데 이 발판을 반대쪽으로 넘겨야 되는데요.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
여기서 이 발판을 반대쪽으로 넘기고 나면은
Revelio.
반대쪽에서 보낼 수 있다. 근데 굳이 그렇게 가지 않아도 여기서 이미 다 접근할 수 있다.
Revelio. What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different.
여기서는 보물상자는 먹을 수 있는데 한쪽에서는 이 발판을 반대쪽으로 넘길 수 있고 대신에 지금 가야 될 곳으로 가는 이 고리가 안 나와 있고 한쪽은 발판은 못 넘기는 대신에 고리가 남아 있어.
Revelio. I'll never get used to these floors.
여기 또 멀미 나는 바닥이야? 또 누가 움직이시려나? 하나 자르고. 뭐야? 움직여. 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 확실히 고블린이 어렵고 얘네는 좀 쉬워요. 얘는 좀 쉬워, 수호자들은. 고블린들은 피할 때도 잘 못 피하고는 맞는데 수호자들은 판정이 좀 널널해요. 상대적. 어휴, 떨어질 뻔했다. 더 가야 될까? 일단은 여기로 가볼게요. 이렇게 가야 되는 거였구나. 이렇게 넘어오고 나면은
Now to see what's changed on each side of this archway.
발판을 파면은 될 것 같아요. 이렇게 하는 게 맞는 건가? 이렇게 와서?
Things are definitely different on either side of the archway. But how?
이 발판을 좀 더 끌고 와야 될 것 같은데 어떻게든요? 지금 반대쪽 위상으로 넘어가야 되는데 그러니까 지금 발판이 대각선으로 꼬여가지고 잘못 맞았어. 저는 일로 오고 꼈네 여기에. 우선 여기 고장난 걸 좀 풀어야겠어요. 나와봐. 여기로 와서 여기까지 와봐. 플랫폼 하나가 없어졌는데 망한 것 같은데 플랫폼 하나가 안 보이는데요? 어디 갔니? 플랫폼 하나 나머지. 리셋. 와서 이쪽으로 가봐. 이 플랫폼이 일단 보여야 돼요. 얘가 여기 또 꼈어. 이렇게 그냥 이렇게 넘어가면은 뭐야, 넘어가셨네? 괜히 쓸데없이 고생하고 있었구만.
Revelio.
왜 지진이 났어? 여기 지나갔다. 그리고 물약 5개를 주는 거 보면 앞에 보스가 있나봐요? 물약을 주는 거 보면 보스가 나온다는 소리.
Don't like the look of this. Levioso. Confringo. Accio. Confringo. Levioso.
나는 하나씩 잡아보자. 하고요. 하나씩 자르고. 아이고, 이게 이렇게 많네. 눌렀는데 이거는 피하고. 아이고, 이거 다른 액션이랑 겹쳐가지고 못했네. 아이고, 이건 못 봤네 내가. 일단 뭐 다 잡았으니까요. 피하기. 피하기. 얘네가 보스진 않을 것 같은데. 저 보스 하나 더 있지. 그래서 고대 마법을 남겨놨지. 응? 뭐야? 공격 모션이 안, 뭐가 땡겨? 저게 충전 중인 오브이구나. 아유. 일단은 좀 보자, 패턴을. 앞으로 저 한 방 지르는 게 있고요. 여기 충전 중인 오브. 왜 안 깨져? 충전 중인 오브. 일단 오브도 피할 수 있어요. 그건 알았어. 그건 피하고. 충전 중인 오브를 저거 샘플링고로 때려보자. 스프링고 있으니까 왜 안 해? 오브 충전해봐 빨리. 안 깨지네. 충전 중인 거. 충전 중인 오브 어떻게 깨는데? 나는 던질 수 있는 스킬 없고요. 오브가 대처가 안 되네요. 다른 것보다. 오브를 언제 던지는지 감을 못 잡겠어요. 뭐야? 갑자기 뭘 날려? 오브를 감을 못 잡겠네. 물약 봤었는데? 피해졌다. 그냥 오브는 끝까지 봐야 되는구나. 아이고, 오브 안 깨지는데요? 그냥 오브 파괴하게 하지 말아야겠다. 오브 파괴를 안 하면은 맞을 게 없어. 오브 보고 피하면 되고. 뭐야, 레비우스 맞으니까 터졌네? 오브 색깔에 맞는 주문을 날려야 되는구나. 그걸 몰랐지.
What a relief. Revelio. Another pensive.
무슨 제우스 동상 같은 게 있네요. 퍼시벌 레켐의 기억. 제우스가 아니라 퍼시벌 레켐의 동상이구나. 이 사람들은 어떻게 됐을까요? 무슨 일이 있었던 걸까?
Transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough.
얘가 나중에 뭐 일을 벌이나 봐요.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto
얘가 뭐
itself.
사고 치나 봐.
Even the most
여자애가.
well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morgana, welcome back
됐어요?
to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home.
누가 돼서 사고를 치는구나.
There's
얘가
much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful.
초대해서 사고를 치는구나.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. Revelio! More crystallized stuff. That must be...
교수님 심심하게 기다리셨네. 한 명 새로 왔다.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood.
그런 거 본 거
You
같은데요?
look familiar, sir.
I imagine you saw me in the first pensive you accessed, in Gringotts. So, you found the
약간
portkey to access
베르세르크
Professor
1권에
Rackham's
나오는
room, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found
성주
floating above
닮았다.
that pensive.
I did.
괴물로
I
변하는
found
성주.
something that I can't identify floating above the last pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation
한 번에
involving the
나와서 다
goblins.
같이 들으면 안 되나?
Goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor?
같은 가문 사람이네.
But we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the pensive.
Before the witch from the last pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest. I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
응? 왜 얘기를 안 하고 둘이서만.
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient
저것도
magic
이제 찾을
during
수
our
있나 봐요.
time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
시간이 지난 건가 봐요? 이게 짧은 시간에 벌어지는 게 아니라 아니라는 거를 뭔가 주기 위해서 강제로 이렇게 시간을 넘겼어. 가을로. 시벌레 시험 만료. 장비 손보호구 이거 있고요. 고무장갑 였네. 이거는 필요해 반가요. 목도도 이건 뭐 더 이상 이것도 뭐 어때요? 챌린지 그리고 완료. 인벤토리 한식을 유무 볼륨 메모 이거 트로이잖아. 얘는 이거 괜히 배웠어. 고대마법 던지. 여기 무기가 없는 적일 수도 있고 이거 무기를 잘 안 떨어뜨려요. 더 오래됐죠? 이건 필요 없을 것 같아. 레벨리오 범위주니까. 있었고요. 문. 이건 별로 같고 되게 약해 보이는데? 뭔가 원거리에 강력한 마법이 좀 있으면 좋겠어요. 뭘 해야 될지 모르겠어. 예방. 메일 읽기. 오케이. 오늘은 여기까지. 다음 시험에 도전하기 위해 마법력 더 성장시키기 이런 거 있고요. 이제 과제들 좀 하고 미니 퀘스트들 좀 하고요. 다음에 이 마법들 배우면서 또 진행을 해볼게요. 일단은 짱아가 계속 풀잠을 자고 있기 때문에, 그리고 게임 사장. 이게 지금 버즈로 목소리를 녹음하고 있는데, 버즈가 한 2시간 좀 더 하면 이게 배터리가 나가요. 아마 통화랑 같은 판정을 받나봐요. 버즈가 그냥 듣기만 하면은 되게 오래 가는데, 말하기를 하면은 한 3시간이 좀 안 되네요. 그러면은 다음에 이어서 다시 진행을 해보고, 오늘은 여기까지 할게요. 그러면은 다음에 만나요. 안녕.